One of the best feeling, if you talk about motivation, as a young girl, me live in a New Kingston and me live in a Beverly Hills. I better tell you, all of the things, that's how I started buying my stuff in Jamaica, was actually at those places, because I rented a place, even though it was short term, it was no furniture. I asked for them to have no furniture in it so I could start buying my own stuff. So I had a good friend at the time, and she said to me, if you buy your stuff, at least you will start have things, you know. And let me tell you something, sometimes no matter why, you know, even though people might come in your life for a season, they might be your best thing that ever happened to you, because I'm gonna tell you, this person, she passed away, and the way she passed away, it hurt my heart because she was so good to me. It's Tamara. She said to me, said, Julie, buy yourself a little fridge, buy yourself a little bed, buy yourself a little this, a little that. And I bought them, and I rented these places in Jamaica, and I was going back and forth. And I'm gonna tell you this, it was one of the best feelings to know that I had something home where I came from, because mean as though I know I wasn't born here in America, I've always seen this. I did it. Welcome back, everybody. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Julie. I hope all is well with everybody, and I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and you know, peace, love, and prosperity, as they say. And you know, start off your new year just doing exactly what you love, what you want to do for yourself. Don't feel like what I did last year mattered. What you did didn't do, don't let that be your motivation for this year. Make it be your priority to do the right thing for yourself. That's all. Just do the right thing. That's it. And today, I don't even know where I'm heading with this, but so far, this is where I'm starting. And I know it's rough on a lot of people, you know, for you to actually work in another country, pay that bill there, and then say you're going to take on a task of building or buying a house and back home, which to me is never a waste. Some people say I dead money, whatever. Yes, in some sense, but let me tell you something. It's nothing better than having something on your yard, no matter what nobody wants to say. Having a place in Jamaica is one of the best decisions that I have ever made. Best investment, because when we go to Jamaica, the only thing we have to worry about is transportation. Sometimes I don't even have to worry about food for this, because when I leave my house, I can get up and I can leave water, I can leave certain canned goods at home. Sometimes even rice, depends on how long I go stay, sugar, all that stuff. When I get home, all I have to do is turn on my gas stove. That's it. But now I have to worry about some of the things that other people have to worry about. And I don't have to worry about if I go to a hotel and I say my flight miss me, I have to stay, go back at the hotel, go pay another $200, which I might not have. Most of the time, when people live in Jamaica, they don't have $200. So if you get stranded at the airport and go back at the hotel and pay $200, that's a lot of money, you know? Some people get up and feel like, say, it's a lot of work to begin with, because the fact, say, you know, I have to go back and forth and find the land and build. But let me tell you something. If it's even one room, go ahead and put it on a piece of land if you already have it. And if you have the desire to buy a piece of land in Jamaica or buy a place, go ahead and do it. Because let me tell you something. As all we know, as we get older, we feel the aches and pain. And I don't know for everybody, no, but I know for myself, I can speak for myself. So right now, I don't regret nothing. Because even with the hurricane, I did tell my husband, if my roof did come off, I was quite fine, you know, in certain ways where I just look on it like I got deck it. I'm not putting on back another roof, you understand? But fortunately for me, it didn't happen. And you know, I'm gonna know for everybody another same, you understand me? But when I say, if you're gonna build some, build it the structure where you feel like it's more durable than most places. But I get up and go buy, and why me not in? And not for everybody, you know, and not for everybody. So some people get upset every time I say gated community. But I do not believe in a gated community, because we don't like certain kind of fees and them something. That's the major thing. Some of them build okay, and some of them, like when you see what they're in a hurricane, no build good none at all. So I wouldn't tell nobody say wrong go buy them sitting there, because honestly, me if you see what me see and then tell, encourage somebody to go buy them sitting there, me not tell nobody. And even though it was through energy, a lot of houses there in Jamaica have the same problem, and it's just some of them highlight more than some, and people don't want to really talk about it, because you know, people get upset when people say gated community. Like, it's to me, like I said, I do not want to pay a HOA fee all my life. I feel like you really don't own your property. You cannot change something. I know everywhere, some places you can change and some places you can't change nothing about it. But for some places you cannot change anything about it. You understand me? Your property, if you even the color of your house and those things, to me, I don't feel like I could live with that. You understand me? So that's my reasoning in some sense. But anyway, nevertheless, what I try to say is this: if you find yourself with a certain amount of money and you already have your land and you want to build your house, go ahead and build it. Do not let nobody tell you say you cannot do it. Can I tell you one story? When me did about 18, 19 somewhere, and I was talking about me go buy a place that around close to where me over buy my apartment. And me ask somebody to help me. And the same person when I asked to help me, instead it was a guy, you know, a friend, somebody when me grew up with. And me asked him to help me because he already did it. And him said yes, he would have helped me. But in the meantime, he was encouraging me, said maybe if you save up a little bit more money and then you buy a house instead of an apartment. Telling me not to have an apartment pretty much. And I'm like, dude, anything is better than nothing at all in a Jamaica, which no people don't believe in that. You understand me? And me say, to him, say, may I get a place regardless? And I said to him, no man, stay and save up your money, blah, blah, blah. I try to con me out of my money because I can tell you what happened next. As a friend now, you know, me I talk about somebody where pretty much women know personally, and nothing sexual or anything, just a friend, but a good friend, I thought. And after him there, I tell me about, you know, this and that, and him carry me a few places and show me a few places, but I'm gonna tell you what him did. The thing that threw me off was like immediately, like maybe less than a week or two after he realized that I have certain amount of funds so I could afford to have something down in Jamaica, him try to borrow money from me, right? Know that I'm looking for something for myself, meaning this person is older than me and have way more than me. But in the same token, this was the same person discouraging me from doing what I wanted to do, even just my little bit of dream what me they have. You know, come and say to myself, say, if I even an apartment, me I go get it. You understand? Because ain't nothing better than coming, which me used to have to go other places like my grandparents, more like my grandmother, and them houses. We had my two grandmother, them either one or the other house go stay, and an aunt me did have, which was very nice to me. Like, you know, my cousin's mother, I stayed with her. And I find myself like in predicaments where I felt like, you know, they didn't treat me bad or stuff, but you know, after a while, you're welcome, we're all. And those was the reason for me really like saying no. And then not only that, and about just the people that were invited, it's about for them kids being there, other people, when you get up and you buy your food and stuff, them name it out, and you can't really say nothing because it's them children or them whatever it is they're living at the household before you just come there as a visitor. And them look on it as a free for all because they are live for free. So them feel like, you understand? Even if you might contribute a few dollars to the person and say, hey, this is a few dollars me I give for stay here or whatever. Which that's me. No matter wherever I stay, me I truly believe in I contribute to wherever I sleep. I'm not the type of person that sit down there and say, Lord, me I work them want to pay them. Because I hear people say all the time, people want to pay them mortgage. Oh, people want to pay a mortgage, you don't pay the mortgage before you reach there. You stay somewhere 1 or 2 days where somebody place. You can't step out, you pay somebody mortgage or pay somebody rent because these people was living way before you get there. You need somewhere to stay, you understand? So I was never that type, but I realized say if me even buy certain things, I couldn't say anything because I come to stay and I want to stay there for 2 weeks and I want to enjoy myself. So me struggle through it, but I realized after a while say me could have go ahead and start rent places, or me really get the feel for Jamaica, which a lot of people don't know. Me used to go and get short-term rental. For 2-3 months, get up and go to Jamaica, stay there a little bit, come back on my yard, go back there so at the same place I rent. And I remember renting a place in Beverly Hills, no lie, not too far from where Safa Power live. And I stayed there for a while, and I'm telling you, it was one of the best feelings. If you talk about motivation, as a young girl, me buy everything. Me live in a New Kingston and me live in a Beverly Hills. I better tell you, all of the things, that's how I started buying my stuff in Jamaica. Was actually at those places because I rented the place, even though it was short term, it was no furniture. I asked for them to have no furniture in it so I could start buying my own stuff. So I had a good friend at the time, and she said to me, if you buy your stuff, at least you will start have things, you know. And me tell you something, sometimes no matter why, you know, even though people might come in your life for a season, they might be your best thing that ever happened to you, because I'm gonna tell you, this person, she passed away, and the way she passed away, it hurt my heart because she was so good to me. It's Tamara, that's her name, and I think I spoke about her a lot of times. And she said to me, said, Julie, buy yourself a little fridge, buy yourself a little bed, buy yourself a little this, a little that. And I bought them, and I rented these places in Jamaica, and I was going back and forth. And I'm gonna tell you this. It was one of the best feelings to know that I had something home where I came from, because mean as though I know I wasn't born here in America, I've always seen this thing happening that's happening now to a lot of people. I will always saw that happening, and it's people. What happened is that people don't understand, say, until it's come to your doorstep, you really don't understand the true feeling. And if you have experienced it in your lifetime with certain things, you will understand that it's best to have something on your yard where you come from. You understand? And one day maybe we'll tell you know what, but for now I'm just letting y'all know that if you have the desire to go home, go home. If you don't even have all the money, no make that stop you from starting. And like me tell people sometimes, if you do even one room, and I've seen plenty of people even in the comments say it, like if you even have one room, it's still better than nothing, because when you go to Jamaica, at least you go to your place. A lot of people afraid to start sometime because them feel like they're just got to taken, advantage of. But we can't tell people, say, if you really want to start, pack up yourself for a week or two and go down, they go sit down. Find some way, some sick time, some something, and start. Because so once you start, I'm going to tell you something. Nothing going to stop you from finishing. Not one thing will stop you from finishing, because let me tell you something. The closer I get to the Christmas or the holiday season, oh, I'm on a raggedy road, you guys. You're gonna shake a bit. Let me hold this. Once you guys spend the first holiday, or even if in a one room at Jamaica, remember me tell you this, you will have no regrets. You won't have any regrets. You will wish you'd have did it sooner. So if you find yourself with a little $15,000, take it and go your yard, and now is the best time to go and try to do something for yourself. You understand me? Because in the next 2 to 3, 4, 5 years, a lot of us won't be able to buy anything in Jamaica. We could have deal. Buying a house in Jamaica is gonna become, pretty much impossible for a lot of people buying a place, because especially if you're trying to be in town, if you're trying to be in the real like Montego Bay area, upscale, high. Manchester, even right now in Manchester, St. Elizabeth, you listen to me, the price them are go up. Buying property, buying land, but it's still affordable at this moment. And we don't know what the next 2, 3 years from now are gonna look like for a lot of people, but they can't tell you this. As a woman, where I do have a husband, so I do have some form of backup. So I'm not gonna say me that do this all by myself. I'm not. But I am the push behind it. I push the crap out of my husband. And it's not like he don't have ambition to do the same thing too, but I'm the one that make the decision, like, listen, this is getting done. So sometimes as a woman, if you even have a man and you see him have a little change and he him want to do it, but you need to push him, or even as a man, you see a woman, have the little change and I'll sit down there and I say, like, I want to do this, but why don't you take the chance and go down and start doing the thing? You hear me? Rotation. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's him. And building a house in Jamaica is not impossible. It's some people want to make it seems that way, but it's not. And it's tough. It's tough because it's not just about the people that man look at. Everybody talk about the work at them, this and that, but it's not just the work at them. Why it's tough is the fact say, true, the money, what the money value, you expect to get so much from it. But we all must remember that Jamaica, no matter what, is still a third world country in a substance, and no matter what nobody wants to say, it is, because getting things and material in Jamaica is way more expensive, and everything, you might not believe this, have a value in Jamaica. It could have old as hell and a pop down, it still have a value. Your old stove still have a value. Everything have a value in Jamaica, because remember, this is an island. Getting enough of the equipment and some of the materials and anything, stove, pot, refrigerator, anything, it costs money just to get it there on the land. So if people are telling us say things cost money, it costs money. Only thing we can tell us say, you get the proper tradesman, if you get tradesman and laborer for work. If you get, I'm gonna tell you no, I'm gonna say it in every video, if you're gonna do it, try that way first. Let me tell you something. You get a good plan written up, and if a good tradesman, he know what to do. You don't need to have a contractor to get it done properly. It's up to you if you have that kind of money, but contractor costs money. But if you know what you're doing, or have an idea, or your husband or your wife or anybody, let that person take charge that has a little bit of knowledge. Get you a few tradesmen and a few laborers and start. And like me say, Start with either 1 or 2 room, and you will get your house. If even a 3 or 4, even if a 10 bedroom you want, but start off with your 1 or 2 room, because a lot of people don't believe say doing that is a great thing. I remember I have a cousin, and I said it. I think I said in another video too. All she kept on saying, she wanted a 6 or 7 bedroom house, and I said to her, you can afford an apartment. And I went as far as helping her to fill out for not NHD, Jamaica National, yes, and NHD, but she got the loan from Jamaica National. And I said to her, buy a piece of land or buy, even an apartment or something. And the girl said no, she wanted a house. And because of that, she have not gotten a house up until this day. She still don't own a house in Jamaica. She don't own an apartment, and she don't own a house. And I said to her, either buy an apartment, 2 bedroom, whatever. And at that time, I look at her and I said, you go up to my 2 bedroom and stay. Look how nice was my apartment. Why can't you just get one for now? But when people have them eyes set and them eye long and all them have the eyes set, and there's nothing wrong with it. Make tell you something. Having ambition and wanting a nice house is nothing wrong with it, no matter who have it. It's just the fact that me, the type of person, me not look for another man's house and say that me want, or I saw me want mine to, because that's not it. I have a dream or a goal, or my ambition is there, but it's not for somebody else's thing or what it should look like. It's your idea, your dreams is yours, it's not mine. But some people are like that, and I realized that was her problem. You understand me? And she told me not even know what happened about the loan, and I did not ask her because it was none of my business. I helped her fill it out. She got approved for it. She didn't do nothing with it, and now I know for a fact she regretted up until this day, because she back here in the States and still don't have nowhere in Jamaica. And I've been through places, and she still don't have any places. So that tell you, people sometimes, even when they try to encourage them, they still decide that they don't want to, have nothing in Jamaica. But that's okay. But for those who do, I will encourage you that right now, steel, mall, black, cement, all those things are still affordable. And they have a bunch of package deal going on where you could get a starter package. A lot of people don't know this. I think it's $450,000 as for a starter package. And it's so many people selling it right now, the starter package, because they're following somebody from St. Thomas that was doing it at first. And I do believe things will get worse in years to come when it comes down to prices of houses, any form of property, land, apartment, anything in Jamaica. If you do not try to get something now, because I said it before, Jamaica does not catch up with all of the other islands then, because believe it or not, the rest of the island in the Caribbean, look on them price, and some of them are boathouse, and them price expensive, St. Thomas, St. Man, St. Lucia, all of them places there, them prices is high. Cayman Islands, you ever see Cayman Island price? But some of them all also, they have some of them that even look like house. And me I tell you right now, you cannot afford those places. Some places in Cayman are millions. St. Thomas, St. Martin, all those places, millions. So when I'm talking, US dollar, I'm not talking about Jamaican money. So when enough people are beat down Jamaica and say Jamaica too dear, Jamaica too dear. Yes, I do believe Jamaica too dear with food. I do believe Jamaica too dear in a lot of things, of course. And I think the government will do better with the taxes. But at the end of the day, Jamaica is not the most expensive place in the Caribbean when it comes down to either hotel or staying. Because some people say even the hotel them, they're just following suit. Jamaica is doing exactly what other islands are doing. No, the worst thing I believe a lot of you guys do is sit there and believe into the naysayers that tell you not to do it, because when you go to Jamaica, they're going to kill you off, or when you reach Jamaica, they're going to rob you. Listen, once you get yourself involved in a lot of things in Jamaica, you'll be fine. Some people